Vanakkam Makkale, I am Pugarendi Karunanidhi, and in this episode I will be telling you about how to take care of your spine while you are driving. As I say that, the first thing you have to note is how you sit in the seat of the car, how you are aligning yourself with the seat, with the steering and with the pedals and your armrest all together. Okay, and even though you use it perfectly, nowadays we have a habit of using spinal supports while we are driving, and whenever a person asks me, when my patients ask me, I say no to it, and I'll tell you why. See, when you use a neck support, okay, when you use a cervical support, now my head is resting on the headrest and I am properly aligned with the chair of the car, and if I use a cervical support, my head is anteriorly, now it is in front, and this 5 kg of weight, your head weight, is in the air, free to move in all 4 directions because you have kept a support here. And whenever you brake and accelerate, when you accelerate you go like this, when you brake you go anteriorly. There is a momentum which pushes your head here and there, and always this head is in strain in all 4 degrees. That is the first thing which should not be. Always your head should be on the headrest. That reduces the fatigue over the spine. So when you keep a support here, that is lost. And the next thing is, whenever you keep a support, there is one anterior pressure applied over the spine from the support. So what happens is, whenever you go and hit back, whenever you come in forward, then when you go and hit back, that pressure is constantly over the spine, which disturbs the alignment of the spine, and there is a pressure over the spine which causes a strain inside, and that may lead to a disc bulge or disc prolapse in long term. Or the next condition, as I already discussed in the previous episodes, there can be a chances of listhesis, where that weaker section can slip forwards over the other. So better not to use a cervical support. You use your headrest properly, you align yourself properly, that is itself is more than sufficient. When you go to the next one, the lumbar support, okay, people use lumbar support nowadays. In every car it is coming, you can increase or decrease the lumbar support. See, don't obliterate your natural spinal curve. I have a spinal curve, natural curve. Don't go and push that curve too much. See, when you use a lumbar support, the same mechanism applies in the lumbar spine also. Now I am sitting like this, I have a space to move, my spine is free to move. See, I am moving, my pelvis can roll anteriorly, my pelvis can roll back, and my spine can move. Think that if I keep a lumbar support here, my spine space is completely occupied, it comes straight like this, and I cannot move my pelvis anteriorly and posteriorly. This rolling is completely blocked when I use a support, and you will be like a rigid person on the car, taking all the stress into your spine directly. That is wrong. The same thing will happen on your lumbar also. It will take all the strain, and there is possibility of disc bulge and disc prolapse because you are not allowing it to move in its own freedom. Okay, so that is wrong. And other thing is, you keep a support here and here, that support actually robs the space from your seat. You have a limited place, and when you keep all the supports, those supports robs your place, and obviously you are not well supported. Your congruency of the spine is lost, you are losing space, and it is completely uncomfortable in long time. And all these things push your spine towards a symptom called RSI, repetitive stress injury, where in long time there will be a problem. So what I advise you is, don't use any braces, sit on your thighs, not on your hip. If you put a brace, you will go like this. Sit on your thighs and see to that all your spinal loads is translated from your body to the chair. So have an inclination. That inclination should be like comfortable to you while you are driving. Okay, I'll put my inclination like this. This is my comfortable position, and I am around 10 to 15 degrees inclined. I can see the side, I can see this side, I can see the road. My steering is properly positioned. I have that 45 degrees of elbow flexion, and I can rest my arms here. I can put my hands everywhere in the steering, here, without much of a problem. Okay, and this is the proper way of sitting in the car and using it. Otherwise, I don't advise people to use any supports while you are driving. There are some like criterias, but even then, at that time you will not be sitting here. You have to sit by the side or at the back. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you, my people. So see you on the next video with a more interesting topic. Stay connected, subscribe, and please share it with your friends. Thank you, Makale.